What's going on, guys? JFC here. It's Tuesday today. It's Argentina versus Croatia day. That game is going to be a lot of fun to watch. Today on FIFA, though, we got the hero pack that we kind of, expected to come out today. We also got the showdowns, Enzo Fernandez and Mario Pasalic. I can't get into the content anymore because it's just the same exact problems we've been having for weeks now. And it's that there's no way to get this fodder. So nothing's changed whatsoever. We did get this World Cup Heroes upgrade, which actually, well, I can't click on the requirements, but it required an 86 rated squad with 387 pluses. So certain cards of fodder went sky high and certain ones did not move at all. We'll talk about that in this video. We'll talk about what the market's looking like. Right now, the leaks are basically just non-existent. We just don't have anything right now. No word on the next promo. No word on anything coming in the next 3 days. We have no idea. So what does that mean for the market? Well, we'll talk about that in this video as well. We'll also talk about Path to Glory cards, because we have actually one of the last times to really take a gamble on Path to Glory cards, right? There's a lot of things with FIFA right now that are kind of odd, and I'll talk about that in a little bit too. The game just feels barren, right? We're not getting that much content for us to actually keep us on the game. And the supply right now, we're getting a lot of promo packs in the store and a lot of lightning rounds. We've been getting, we don't have lightning rounds now, but we're getting them every single day. And it just feels like the supply on the market actually isn't that much. So it seems like people are just not opening as many packs as that used to be opened. And obviously, it's a Monday and a Tuesday into the new promo, so there's not gonna be as many opened, right? But we're just seeing a lot of weird things on the market right now. Let's talk about it though, because looking at the popular page right now, we're actually seeing a teeny bit of a rise in the market in certain places, which isn't that surprising for out of packs cards, but even the in packs cards are actually doing pretty well. Like this Koundé card, I bought him for 270k, 260 something K, I think, when I wanted to use him for my team. He's up 20k from that, 25k. Looking at Pedri's up, Jude Bellingham's up 50k right now. Rodrigo's up in price. There's a lot of things right now that are kind of interesting. We don't usually see in packs cards when lightning rounds are running during the week go up in price, and we're seeing that right now. And I think the reason for that is that people are bored with the content of this game. I'm gonna be honest. If you're playing this game, you're playing the gameplay. Otherwise, there's just nothing else to do. Whenever there's no content on FIFA, the market tends to go up because there's nothing else to do, right? Other than just try different cards. So what could mean is that right now we just don't have leaks. I think we're gonna have a slow week of content, at least it seems that way. And if we do, the market could actually do pretty well over the course of this week. Of course, that can change with just one tweet, right? When we have nothing lined up for Tuesday content, Wednesday content, and Thursday content, something has to come out these days. I would not be surprised if we got another gamble pack. I really would not be surprised at all, because I don't know what they even drop anymore. I don't know what they drop. They're gonna drop a showdown SBC, I'm assuming, for the France and Morocco game. So obviously that could be the content for today. But it's then they still have 2 days left of what are they going to drop. I have no idea, honestly. And obviously that could mean the market actually does pretty well this week. Now, I don't think that means buy before it goes up, because it's going to stay up. I think that just means if they go up this week, I think it's a great time to sell your cards. Honestly, I do think so. Especially if we get a team of the tournament promo, because that is a definite possibility coming this Friday. That's going to have a lot of great players in it. Could definitely cause some panic. Something has to come out soon that's very hyped up, because nothing right now coming out for pretty much since the start of the World Cup promo has gotten people really, really excited about this game. And I do genuinely think that they have to do something soon to drive that hype back up. Right now, just every Friday, just a standard promo team for the most part, with no real way to do any of the SBCs that come out and no way to grind and get packs. And it's just barren right now. It feels barren on the game. So if you're seeing World Cup hero cards, start going up, Captivia, dude, this card's still going up. It's hilarious. 520 now. Just a straight rise the entire year. It's really funny. But yeah, if you're seeing cards up, I genuinely would I think it's a good time to sell, honestly. I'm not saying to sell for a team of the year pre-crash. I don't think that's going to happen for another week or two, probably. I think it's just my hunch that EA they got to do something to get the hype back up in this game. I'm going to be honest. They just have to. And when they're going to drop something that has a lot of hype, there's going to be a lot of panic also. So if you see cards up over the course of this week, if we don't get any content, which we'll talk about every single day, but I don't mind selling. I don't mind. So let's look at these Phenom cards because we want to talk about investing in them. I actually think they'll probably be decent investments. Now, there's no real way to know for sure they will be until like we get the marquee matchups day. I think that's when it's going to be the time where they'll be, you know, supplied again a lot. I think marquee matchups is probably going to be the best time at this point to start investing in these cards if we want to. What's the supply looking like? Like if we go to, I want to look at like Hakimi's price. You know, a guy who's like 400K, very in demand. What is his like supply looking like? See, it's not that much, all things considered. You know, he's an 87 rated special card, and you would think it'd be more than this, even though, you know, he's that expensive. What are we looking at for like Pedri? Pedri's got what for supply? Yeah, not much. Oh, yeah, that's glitched, but still, there's not like a ton here, which usually bodes pretty well for investing. Yeah, isn't it interesting that we're getting lightning rounds on a daily basis, and the supply of these cards is just not that good? It's just, I don't know. I don't think people are opening packs as much, which is obviously, that's a red flag for EA's part. I could be totally wrong, but just, you know, being on the market as much as I am and seeing, you know, supply of cards, it just seems low. It just seems low, which bodes well, like I said, for investing in these cards. The rarer the card, the better for investing purposes. So I think still looking good. They're up right now, but I think that's just because there's not much to do in the game. So I think we can look at these cards possibly for investing after marquee matchups. So with these Path to Glory cards, you know, we have 4 left, right? France, Morocco, Croatia, and Argentina. Papa Gomez there. Guys, I know it's unlikely, all right? But this World Cup has been unlikely. I'm just saying, if you happen to have Antoine Griezmann on your team, he's 1.6 million, all right? If they win, he's going to go up, okay? But if they don't, he is going to get killed in price. So if you hold, just make sure you're aware of the risk that you're taking. I know it's Morocco, right? I know that. I know that they're the heavy favorites, but I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, all right? I'm just saying. And if you really wanted to take a risk, Sofiane Boufal right now is 87,000. If Morocco managed to win, Boufal is getting 5.5. Listen, I'm not saying that it's going to happen. By any means, I'm not saying that. But we've seen a lot of crazy things happen in this World Cup, like I said. If they win, he's going to go up. Just so you know, he's going to go up a lot. So if you want to take a gamble, you sure can. I think if they lose, he will go down a little bit, but not nearly as much as like a France or Argentina player. So if you really want to take the risk, you sure can do it. I'm not going to myself, but you sure can. Same goes with Brozovic too. You know, if they win, this card will go higher. He's extincted 150,000 coins. I think they'll, you know, adjust his price range. If they were to win, it'll be a lot more expensive than that. So it's always a risk, but just something to look at. There's not much more to say with Path to Glory cards other than that, really. Like Papa Gomez, if you have this card, listen, I'm just getting out. I know Argentina are like 92% chance to win this game, all right? I know that. I'm just getting out myself. So let's talk about SBC Fodder, because obviously today we got that hero pack. And guys, this is something that EA, you know, we talked about this like last week. So if you're new to the channel and you haven't really heard me talk about this, every time we buy fodder, we really want to make sure we diversify. Reason being is EA this year are like, I think they are, the more SBCs we're dropping, the more they are limiting what rises. So you basically really only get 1 or 2 ratings that actually rise per like SBC that gets released. You know, it hasn't happened too much recently where like they'll drop an SBC and every rating actually goes up. Today we had 87s for a while, but like 25, 26K today. And other than that, nothing really rose. We literally just had 87s rise. We saw some like 91s rise a little bit. 86s rose to like 14,000 at their highest point. So not a very much. But if you bought 87s like 18 or 19,000 and sold at 25, 26, 27,000 coins, that's obviously huge money. And this is a way for EA to make people spend money on SBCs without having a ton of investors making a shit ton of coins, because they're limiting the rating to only 1. You know, people out there who invested in fodder, a lot of people only invested in like 1 rating, right? They'll invest in 88s, they'll invest in like 84s or 85s, something like that, instead of investing in all of the ratings. And those people just didn't make money. And 87 owners made a shit ton of money today. So you always want to make sure 100% that you're buying some of every rating, because when an SBC drops like the hero pack, something is going to go up. It's going to happen. Even with lightning rounds today, you know, we had all types of supply that could possibly limit the rise of these cards today, and 87s went up like 6,000 coins. So congratulations if you bought 87s today. You did very well. I bought some myself, of course, just club stocking every single rating, making some good money on that. If you want to get a little ballsy, I do think we could see another gamble pack this week. I genuinely do. It's been a couple weeks since we saw 2 gamble packs in a week. Now, the schedule we have is Monday, we get some sort of upgrade or gamble pack. And not since the Black Friday week, I think we've had multiple. And we had like 3 or 4 that week in a row. And if we're getting a big promo this Friday, which God, please. They'll want to try and drain some coins before that happens. And if that does happen, because no one's invested in Fodder right now, it's a very EA Sports thing to do. No one's invested in Fodder anymore. People sold it all today, whether they made coins or not. And then they'll drop something that actually would make would make other cards go up, right? Like 88s would go up, or 89s would go up, 85s would go up, something like that. It's hard to prepare for that kind of thing because obviously if nothing drops, then they probably go down over the course of the week. So you don't want to really buy a ton of cards for that. But just be aware that's a possibility. All right, it's a possibility. Also, guys, if you look at your informs right now, pretty much every single inform is like up to 12,000 plus. So you did pretty well on these cards. I know it's something that we haven't talked about in a long time because no Team of the Weeks have been out for a long time. But so if you still have some of like discard informs in your club, right, just sitting here, make sure you check them because a lot of them are like 14k. Like 82 pluses are 14,000 coins. So have a gander. Even some of these 79s are 13,500 plus, you know. So have a look at this in your club, see if you got any of these cards, and make sure you sell. Hey guys, just sit back for a second, think about the World Cup, right? You know, it's sadly coming to an end. We still have some incredible games left, but what was this World Cup promo? It was horrible. It was horrible. Like, it's honestly kind of sad. It's honestly kind of sad that we're gonna sit here and the World Cup's gonna just come and go, and FIFA content was just like the same as it would have been without it. What was different other than the World Cup cards about the World Cup promo? What was different about it? We would still get Showdown SBCs no matter what competition there was going on, right? We get them for the Premier League, we get them for the FA Cup, all that kind of stuff. We'd still get Showdown SBCs. We get player SBCs, we get icon SBCs, we get player picks. It's just these World Cup players that eventually leave your club. Yeah, it's, when you really think about it and sit here, it's like, damn, this was bad. Swaps we would have gotten in probably some other random promo. We could have just gotten swaps, but it just wouldn't have been called World Cup swaps. It would have just been called whatever promo swaps, right? That probably would have been just about as good. Like, when did these swaps come out? Like a month ago? It was like a month ago, wasn't it? Man, this is just, it's really bad. When you really sit and think about it, this has been really, really bad. I really hope EA, you know, I really hope that this Friday, you know, some turns a corner here soon because we need it. We've stuck around for the content that has been lackluster through the best time for a football fan in the entire world. I'm saying, EA, your loyal fans here deserve something, all right? We deserve a well thought out, innovative, original promo. Is that going to be possible? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. So in summary, I think if you have like a team right now or you're thinking about selling a card, I think that the market's probably going to do fine like over the course of today and tomorrow because we're not going to get shit for content. When that happens, the market goes up. I think you can get out of your cards this week. Why you want to get out of cards? I think just it's inevitable that one of these days coming up is going to be the peak price for a lot of cards on the market. And I don't know when that's going to be yet, but it's going to be within the next week or two. There's going to be a peak of like certain World Cup heroes, certain regular heroes, certain icons are going to peak in price. So the earlier you can get out and longer you want to be untradeable right now. I know it's a ways away team of the year and stuff, but the longer you want to be untradeable, the better it's probably going to be for your coin total in the long run. I know it's not as fun. Fun's always very important, so don't go untradeable and have like a shit team and also not have fun with FIFA because you don't want to do that. But if you have a fun untradeable team, just rock that for a while until we see what happens to the market. I think that's going to be it for the video today. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching me every single day. If you think this video deserves a thumbs up, slap a big one on it. Helps me out a ton. I'll see you guys next video very, very soon. Peace.